Hi, this is Latham and Nick, and we did the Tools Mastery project for the Arduino circuit board to create a dorm sign telling everyone when we were in the room, we are like studying or just sleeping or not even there. We're going to go through our code real quick. First, we defined button 2. Then we defined our integer values. We set integer state equal to 0, integer old equal to 0, and also integer button pole equal to 0. Then we set up our inputs and outputs by doing the pin mode button as an input, and then we made 3 outputs of pin mode 8, 9, and 10 for our green LED, yellow LED, and red LED. Then in our code, we have a loop going for the digital read to read our button to determine if it is pressed or not. If our button is pressed and its value is equal to 1, then we have it delay 50 milliseconds and then read it again. And if it is equal to 0, that means the button has been pressed and our state is now equal to old plus 1, and it moves on to the next state.
And if the button isn't pressed, it will delay for 100 milliseconds and then repeat. And then next we define the switch states, where switch defines the functions of the different states. And for state 1, also known as case 1, it has an LED 8 on, LED 9 and 10 off. This puts our green light on. And then after we set the LEDs, old equals state, so when the button is pressed, it switches to the next state next time. And then we break, which means there's no more definitions. And then for state 2, we have LED 9 on and LED 8 and 10 off. Again, we set the old to state, so the next time the button is pressed, it'll go to the next state. And then the break causes there to be no more definitions in case 2. In case 3 and state 3, we have LED 10 on and LED 8 and 9 off. And again, we set the old to state, so the next time the button is pressed, it switches to the next state, which is actually 0 for the next one, also known as default. And at default, it sets LEDs 8, 9, and 10 off.
After we finished making the code for our circuit board, we made the physical circuit board, and we had to plug in the LEDs and with resistors connected to the Arduino itself, and then we attached the Arduino to a battery here. And I'm going to show you the example of how it works. So I press it once, turns on the green light, again turns on the yellow light, again goes to red, and then it goes to our default state at the end with all of them off.
We have the handle here made out of tape, and then some of the struggles were safely putting the circuit board and the Arduino onto the cardboard because sometimes the LEDs would fall out. And the strategies to attach electronics to the sign were tape, and what didn't work well was trying to find a place to put the battery. And then we liked the integration of electronics coding and physical construction because of the end piece was really nice to look at, but we didn't like how hard it was to assemble all of them together.